Hi, in continuation to practical advice for starting tertiary education, I'm starting a new topic today. I will give you a lot of practical tips to get the most out of your education. Under this, I will talk about general strategies to optimize learning, strategies to optimize learning in a classroom situation, face to face lectures, strategies in optimizing learning in the group situation, group learning, again, listening strategies and other strategies to get the most out of practical based learning, and strategies for getting the best out of e learning. And in the end, I will also talk about general advice to support your move to tertiary education. So let's start with general strategies first to optimize learning. Why are we talking about general strategies? Now that you have moved to tertiary education, there will be a lot of adjustments required on your part, and you need to understand what differences are you expecting. Because if you know what is coming, if you know what is expected, you'll be able to adjust better than get a surprise and say, I don't know what to do. So when you're moving to tertiary education, the first thing is that there you will be in the new environment with new people, new style of learning, new strategies, everything. So you have to think what is best suitable to you, how you are most comfortable to get the best out of it. So for that, you have to develop new skills. For that, you have to understand what is the difference. So the first difference will be that you will be more responsible. Earlier in the classroom, what happens? The class teacher takes the responsibility to see that you're listening, you're ready, you sit for the exam and all that, and your attendance is okay. But now nobody is going to supervise that. You have to be self-responsible. You will have to check your own timetable. You will have to follow the lectures and the timetable. You have to know when is the group learning and when is the e-learning and when is the assignment, when are the tests, when are the exams. You will have to keep a track of whole timetable, the whole program. What is required on your part will be that you are responsible in two fields. One is work, second is attendance. You have to follow the work yourself, learn properly and be ready for the exams in time. Don't miss any test. Also, you are required to keep proper attendance. There's a particular number of attendance which will be given to you, that how many percentage or how many total lectures you should have attended. You have to keep a track of it. Nobody is going to remind you, why were you absent, you didn't attend this, you didn't attend that, because we don't want to get a surprise in the end. When the management tells you, you can't sit for exam because you're short of attendance. So in order to avoid that, right from the beginning, you are responsible for your work assignments and your attendance that you must expect, so that you can adjust better. The second thing you have to remember is that the teaching style will be very different. There is no class teacher now who will keep a tab on you, whether you have understood or not, will not ask you questions to check if you have understood, will not even point out, don't talk, listen to me. No. You are responsible, no. So therefore, the teaching style will also be different. Now you will get the teachers who are lecturers, who are actually subject experts. They will come, give you information, give you a lecture and go away. They will not wait after the class to talk to you because they have another class to take after your lecture. So you have to be prepared for that. If you have not understood anything, or you need help, you have to take an appointment with your lecturer and meet that lecturer in the staff room or outside, wherever she says, he says, and get your doubts cleared. Also, there will be class size which will be different now, depending upon the education course you have selected. The class size might be much larger or much smaller. In both ways, you have to adjust. No, if the class size is larger, there might be more distractions, there'll be more noise, and therefore you have to be more careful in selecting your seating. If the class size is much smaller, then your friends may not be in that particular group or that particular class. You have to make new friends. You have to build relationships with other people in your class, your peers, and there also you will need a lot of adjustment. So that is the difference. Teacher is not going to assign anybody to you now. You have to select your own buddy. The third one is that listening in class is different. Now you are expected to listen in the class for a longer time, longer duration. The lecturer might be giving a lecture for 1 hour without stopping, without asking you questions. You are supposed to listen, pay attention, take notes, and learn by yourself. You see, that's sometimes difficult for you because you might feel that you have listening fatigue and you're not understanding, so you will have to adjust accordingly. Be prepared that you have to listen for a longer time to comprehend the notes. Be prepared to take notes. Be ready to take notes. Write down the main points, bullet points, so that you remember what you were listening to. When you're talking about listening in class, because of hearing differences, you have to be more careful. You have to find out if there is any hearing support given by the educational institution. Find out if there is any student support services given by the educational institutions. Take advantage of that. Use wireless technology. Make use of technology as much as possible to enhance your listening, to make your listening easier and more pleasant because there is no stress. So in that, you must go to your hearing health professional and ask the hearing health professional to give your device best settings. Device settings should be best so that you can hear better. Look for whatever options you have. If you have forward focus, use that. If you have mini mic, use that. If you have any other assistive listening device or assistive listening accessories, please use it. If you have FM system, take advantage of that. Talk to your hearing aid professional, talk to your lecturer, talk to your principal, talk to your educational institution. Find out what is possible. Also look for captioning if this is important for you and if it is possible. Look if you can get transcription, if you can get videos, if you can get hand notes, or if you can get any learning material, supportive learning material, so that it helps you in listening and understanding in class. Try to get the topics one day in advance from the lecturer so that you can read it yourself and be ready for that in the class, so then you will hear it better. So there are many ways, but you will have to find out the strategies. How do you do that so that your listening in class is much better? The next difference will be that you might feel more tired now. It's okay. It's quite normal. Listening makes you tired. So you might get listening fatigue. Because you're not used to listening for more than few minutes, for over an hour, you may not be used to listening. So you'll find it difficult. Therefore, be prepared for that. Be fresh when you go to the class. Don't sleep late at night. Have proper sleep, proper breakfast. Be ready, be fresh. Keep yourself healthy, and then you will hear in the class, you will have more stamina more stamina to hear, more time you can concentrate on the listening of theory or lectures. That will help. Again, the last one, but not the least one, is find a healthy balance between the learning and fun, work and fun. You see, during the weekend or during the evening or when you are free, try to pursue something different. What can de-stress you? What do you like? What is your interest? Everybody has different hobby, different interest. You have to find yours. How can you de-stress during the weekend? What activities you should do so that you are more fresh for the week coming next to learn better? You may like to learn music. You may like to dance, join dancing classes. You may like to do painting. You may like to do reading, fiction, or any other particular material, reading books. You may like to meet your friends and have party, have fun, or go out together, any activity together. Think of all these as de-stress activities which can help you. By using all these strategies, you will be able to optimize your learning wherever, whatever type of learning is required, that can be optimized so that you are fresh, prepared, ready to meet the challenge, to meet the differences. I don't mean to scare you, nothing like that. It's going to be easy for you. Only in the beginning it will be little difficult because it's a change. But if you are ready for the change, you expect the change, then there's no big deal, no problem at all. So wish you best of luck. So next time we'll go in more details. What strategies you need to use when you are in face-to-face class or when you are in group class. What strategies, what different strategies will help you. We'll talk about that. Thank you. If you have any questions, please write in the comments and I will get back to you. Thank you.